The 2026 Illini take the field for the first time tonight in Champaign. The Illini have just wrapped up their first practice of the 2026 season. Hello, Central Illinois. Exactly 1 month before the Illini season opener at Geese Memorial Stadium versus UAB, the Illini take the field tonight at Memorial Stadium to kick off training camp. Year 6 for head coach Bret Bielema. The Illini picked 9th in the 18-team Big Ten. They've got a brand new quarterback in Caden Hauser and a new roster, with over half the roster being new this year for Coach Bielema.
Well, practice number 1 tonight under the lights. Obviously, open up with a night game against UAB. So to get as many night practices as we can, we'll kind of do throughout this first week. This is practice 1. We get 25. So doesn't everybody else in college football. So to kind of put ourselves in that perspective, we're trying to take it one day at a time, do the best we can to put our guys on that focus and put ourselves going forward. And for the first time in my career, we're actually at a 110-man roster. 56 of those guys are new players, so we're officially one player over half. So to kind of break it down on a go day-by-day basis, that's where we're at.
Incredible. 54 returnees, 56 new players. You know what else is new? Well, probably the biggest addition at Memorial Stadium, the video board. It's not quite ready yet, and they asked us not to show video of the board tonight. It's going to be big, 70 feet tall, 250 feet wide, the biggest video board in all of college football, by far the biggest. It's the equivalent of 1,621 60-inch TVs. Illinois replays will never look better, and check this out. The video board will actually have 2 more video monitors on the back of the video board. If you're tailgating and can't get to the stadium in time, you can watch while tailgating. Or right across the street from Memorial Stadium, the Illini basketball team is going through summer workouts. Coach Brad Underwood is thrilled to have his entire team in Champaign for summer practices. 1 year ago, many players were either with their foreign teams or battling injuries. Underwood says he's paying great attention to the summer workouts, especially with 7 new Illini players joining the Final Four veteran mix.
I don't want to be like I was last year, where it took me till after the UConn game to figure out to put Keaton on the ball and figure out that Merck wasn't a center. You know, I want to figure that out. It was a challenge last year because we didn't have a lot of the guys in the summer. So that's been very helpful. It's also helpful having returners back, and you can see their next steps physically.
We'll have more with the Illini coming up on a busy overtime. The Illinois State Redbirds finished second in the FCS national playoffs a season ago. They will start the 2026 season ranked 4th in the nation. The Redbirds are picked 4th in the First Stats Perform FCS preseason top 25. The Redbirds have 9 starters back. The teams ranked ahead of them: Montana State, the defending national champ, Montana 2, South Dakota State 3, and your ISU Redbirds are ranked 4th. The first day of official Illinois high school football practice is Wednesday. Now, we have been covering summer high school football workouts really the whole summer, but especially the month of July. So Wednesday will look a lot like July football, but it'll feel different. Wednesday is the first day of the season. Getting ready for games and the Friday night lights, Wednesday is still a very special day.
I know our kids are excited, our coaches are excited. We got a lot of new guys. We got a lot of guys back. We got a lot of proven guys, and we're excited for them to get the opportunity to play for the Orange and Black. But on the positive side, I like that we had practice for almost a week and a half with no school, so it's going to allow us to do some more things.
Summer's fast. It seemed a lot faster this year. No, summer was good. You know, it's good to get our kids back in here and get moving. And so when we got started, everyone's excited to be here.
Wednesday is the first day of practice and the first day of our prep previews. The baseball trading deadline is over. The Cubs add starting pitcher Clay Holmes and Hawthorne reliever Ryan Zimmerman.